everybody, welcome back to another video. Kabam be at it with the April Fools today. I was wondering who was going to do it. It's a weird day. Like, I'm not doing any April Fools jokes. I was thinking about doing something, but I just kind of feel like everyone kind of expects it to be on here. Like, if you're doing a prank, like, it's on April Fools. And, like, everyone expects it. So, should I be doing a prank? I don't know. But Kabam do be out there with the pranks because they have done a spotlight even for Aunt May's champion. Aunt May is a champion. Yes, Aunt May, Herald of Galactus. Galactic Arse, as they say in Ireland. So let's have a look at this. For the champion spotlight for Aunt May. Oh, God. Of all the things, man. Of all the things. So, about Aunt May. When May Riley Parker was left to babysit the son of her nephew's friend, a young boy named Franklin Richards, she never could have expected that cosmic powers would later be transferred to her. A fight against Galactus caused the loving aunt to become a cosmic herald, known to some as the Golden Oldie. The Golden Oldie. She looks like a straight-looking Oscar. Just like an Oscar. It's the Academy Award. Now she assists the World Eater by finding alternative, sometimes baked good based sources to satisfy his never-ending hunger. Very clever. The power of the Herald has granted Aunt May multiple immunities and resistances, what they could not give for Odin. Aunt May's abilities are driven by her need to feed Galactus, so he has a galactic arse. May builds up wheat cakes stacks which can be deployed after using her SP3. The wheat cakes are then fed to her opponent, causing them to be weighed down by these carb-heavy treats as Aunt May gains furies from your inability to clean your plate for once. I eat all my vegetables. It's M that doesn't eat all her vegetables. Frank eats all his vegetables. See? Eat all your vegetables, man. That's what you got to do. So what have we got here? Basic abilities, invisibility, energy damage, fury, wheat cakes. She's cosmic. Incinerate, cold snap, shock debuffs. Each incinerate, cold snap, or shock debuff on Aunt May deals 100% reduced damage and counts as unique buff for her abilities, greatly increasing her potential damage output. Also, if you find a cold snap, then put on a sweater. You'll catch your death out there, kid. Mixed with the willpower mastery, Aunt May will be able to regenerate health while affected by these debuffs. We all want a happy and healthy Aunt May. We're damn right we do. Again, all the stuff that you'd expect from Odin Sleep. So, yeah. And then high energy damage. Each unique buff deals a burst of energy damage on hit. What we wanted to see from Odin. Aunt May's specialty greatly increases the amount of damage generated by this ability. Okay, good. They've done a full build. Even though Aunt May is immune to bleed, whenever she would receive bleed, she loses 2 wheat cake stacks and doesn't generate any fury from the removal. Because of Porker Poppers, I literally could read this and go, do you know what? We are actually going to see this. This can occur more than once every 2 seconds, but even so, any champion that can repeatedly trigger bleeds will be able to keep Aunt May's wheat cake stacks and fury at a low level throughout the fight. This means her special attacks won't gain additional abilities and she won't go unstoppable when struck. Of course, the next time you look in the mirror, you'll need to have a long, hard think about the fact that you made Aunt May bleed. That feel good? No, unless you're Green Goblin. What if you're a Green Goblin looking in the mirror? That would be fair game. And many other Spider-Verse villains. You're making the right choices in life. Wow, bud. Just wow. 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 So, immune to bleed, armor break, armor shattered, nullify, stagger, fate still effects, incinerate, cold snap, shock, debuffs on Aunt May's, generates 1 wheat cake. Okay, wheat cake stacks, good. Developer note, wheat cake stacks are Aunt May's main ability. Learning how they're generated and making the best use of them is key, both fighting as Aunt May and fighting against her. The best wheat cakes are made using buckwheat flour mixed with a whole wheat flour. Use applesauce or bananas as an egg replacement if you have a plant-based diet. Make sure the molasses is room temperature when mixed into the batter. Flip them there when you see the bubbles rising to the top. Serve with the real maple syrup and not the chemical stuff. E. And wheat cake stacks passive. Wheat cake stacks last indefinitely up to 15 seconds. Additionally, wheat cake stacks last for 5 seconds. Wheat cake stacks are capped at 20. For each wheat cake stack, physical and energy resistance increased. Good. Whenever wheat cake stack is removed or duration expires, anime gains a permanent passive fury. I know this is a joke, but it's weird. They're actually building a character that I'd like to see to a degree. Yes, it's a bit overkill in certain aspects, but it's fine. It sounds cool. The fact that Aunt May's wheat cake stacks have duration once she reaches 15 stacks is actually beneficial. When those wheat cake stacks expire, they'll give Aunt May a passive fury for the rest of the fight. Those wheat cakes are also deeply carb heavy and will stick to your ribs. You look so skinny. Have you been eating? Load up on some of those before you go fighting. How dare you assume that I am a certain weight. There's a lot to this, right? You can go to the link in the description, but it's just jokes, really. It's the main ability. So thinking about weak cakes, main ability, blah 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 blah. Special attacks for the next 8 seconds. Aunt May's attacks nullify all unstoppable buffs when striking the opponent. Good, a bit like Beardo. Yeah, it's annoying. The more that I read this, the more I'm like, I want this champion. I want a champion like this that's able to kind of like interact, not to fight against, but interact with. Aunt May's new golden form confuses her opponents, and they lose track of her. Okay, maybe I don't. The second hit in this attack inflicts a non-stacking passive shock, dealing 2,400. That's a lot of damage over 8 seconds, especially off an SP1. After this attack, Aunt May activates a cosmic cloak to go invisible for 3 seconds, giving the opponent 100% chance to miss. This will not trigger when fighting an opponent with psychic shielding. Okay, fine. If Aunt May lands an attack, blocks an attack, or the opponent activates a special attack, her position is revealed and invisibility removed, similar like Strife then. When playing why am I considering this as a real champion? This is a joke. But when playing Aunt May, you will never want to throw your SP1 while the opponent has 1 or more full bars of power, since the opponent might retaliate with a special attack of their own and strip away Aunt May's cloak. Instead of the opponent's SP before using Aunt May's, this is where you have free and easy access to heavy intercepting via the cloak. Also good for you, May. Putting the gold into the golden years. You're damn right. And the golden oldie, which is SP2. Aunt May gathers more of the power cosmic and shines even brighter, blinding and pushing back your opponents. Aunt May increases the potency of a burst, energy, and physical damage by 180% duration for this special attack. Nice. If the least 3 unique buffs were active when launching the special, Aunt May creates an unblockable buff for 4 seconds. So annoying. I want this champion. I need to look at the synergies, but I just want to wrap this up in a minute. Once Aunt May is sitting on a comfortable number of unique buffs, launching the special 2 can be devastating for the champion. If the unblockable buff is something to be desired, players can hold their power cosmic buff until the special attack has concluded and refresh its duration. The image of Aunt May will likely be burnt into your eyes for the half a day. We're sorry, or you're welcome. And then finally the SP3. Aunt May crushes the opponent with a piece of the arena, then travels to space to feed a planet-sized breakfast treat to them. Okay. Aunt May is unblockable and unstoppable for 8 seconds. God. Damn. That's annoying. If Aunt May has 15 or more wheat cake stacks, she also removes all wheat cake stacks and gains a passive fury for 8 seconds, increasing her attack by 490.8. If Aunt May has 20 wheat cakes, or her furies are 100% stronger for 8 seconds. Note the ability Aunt May gains at 20 wheat cake stacks improves her fury effects, including the fury gains 15% wheat cakes and all passives she gains. It looks like it's funny, like it's a funny build. And signature abilities, you wouldn't hit an old lady, and she's unstoppable. Special attacks, Aunt May becomes unstoppable, shrugging off all attacks for 10 seconds. Seriously, you're going to try and beat up Aunt May just because she's gold and shiny? I can't stress this enough. It's Aunt May, you absolute monster. And then there's like these synergies, these fake synergies saying Spider-Ant with Spider-Man, Spider-Man symbiote. Yeah, you get all champions gain 5% health. I think that's really it. There's nothing really kind of like jokey. Double Edge right at the bottom here. Aunt May's immune to bleed, so the bleed caused by Double Edge won't affect her, but she'll still gain attack boost in a regular fight. Bleed remove. Weak cake stacks and also don't grant May Fury, and the bleed with Double Edge happens to start the fight before Aunt May has any weak cake stacks to remove. But remember, with great weak cakes comes great digestibility. Be careful where you go with that. Much carbs and fiber rumbling around inside you. Big stonking bobbins. So yeah, that has been the little go over of the Golden Aunt May Herald of Galactus version. It's all jokes, really. It's funny. It's a funny thing. What are your thoughts on this little joke? Would you have liked to see something put in game? Put it in the comment section down below, and make sure as well check out some other content posted today where we go over some of the new champions. There's another video dropping later on, which I think is on the side event, which is dropping a little bit earlier, info wise, because most of the info comes out tomorrow about the new update. So yeah, make sure to check out that, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye, everybody. Bye.